Hello, YouTube and Patreon. We're going live at 1 p.m. Oh, look, it's 1 p.m. Right now, I'm in our teen room. Steven's going to join us in just a moment. We have a very interesting but short show for you guys today about introducing your cat to a new cat, which is a very relevant topic in here in the teen room. I'm trying to get these treats open. They don't want to open. Please bear with me. Like all the cats, I don't know if you can see them. They're all swarming. Come here, Polly. Hi, Steven. Can you help me?
Oh, no.
I can't get these open. All the cats are swarming me, and I can't get our treats open.
It was ripped, but like, they're still just
not
ripped.
Gotcha.
I gotta get scissors.
Steven's going to cut the treats open for us. In the meantime, welcome to our teen room. If you're just joining us, you're likely joining us from Patreon. Hello. If you're not joining us from Patreon, we are a no-kill cat shelter in Corpus Christi, Texas. And we specialize specifically in cats. We don't do any other animal, just cats. Behind me here is Princess Cecily. She is sunbathing right now. Yeah. Here comes Steven with treats. I've got a really nice shot of Cecily, but then like it's so white and you can't even see her.
Yeah, dang.
She just blends into the sunshine. Thank you.
Greeny treats.
We have greeny treats here today.
Oh, it's very soft.
Yeah, they are soft. You know, Kathy, like Mike here.
Mike Jones.
Mm-hmm. Mike and Matilda's right here. Here's Matilda.
Oh, and then you got a Daria behind you.
Hi, Daria. Cecily, would you like some tea? Oh, I have Polly here to my left.
Got a Polly.
Want some treats, honey?
Let's go.
Here's all these treats too. That's awesome. And I'm so glad you're here to join us on YouTube. If you have any questions while we're live today, feel free to ask. Steven and I will be answering questions for the next 15 to 20 minutes. And in the meantime, we are going to talk about introducing cats to existing family members, such as cats and dogs.
It's a good one.
It's a really, I feel like it's a really relevant topic at all times at the shelter adoption. Not everybody, but a lot of them do. And the most common question I feel after, how do I keep my cat from scratching, is how do I introduce a new cat to my house? That could be dogs, cats. It could be your pet hamster, whatever it is. A chinchilla. Basically all the same advice. Baseline of advice is to go slow. Going slow, your new cat slowly to your household is going to be the best way to establish healthy relationships with your new cat and your existing pets and your existing family members. Younger kids especially really need the slow introduction. Who is that? Oh, Mike.
Mike, he's hoarding the treats.
They really need the slow introductions. One thing that I like to tell people about cats is they're very territorial. They like routine. They feel threatened or nervous if they feel like something's just not right with, if you ever notice in a teen room, we never move things around. We keep the exact same layout. As people, we like to change things up and but cats really don't like that. It makes them anxious and nervous when their environment changes, especially unexpectedly. And there's no way to explain to them, hey, like we just got bored of this. So sorry. So that being said, going slow and introducing them to a new environment is going to be your number one tip. Having patience ties in with going slow. Yeah. Let the cat go slow. You go slow too. You just take it easy. Give them time to adjust.
You know what I get is, oh, I know my animals. They're fine.
Yeah.
Big.
You just need to treat it as if it's not
their initial relationship to start off rocky.
Exactly. The foundation for their relationship is it really happens in those first few weeks. And it will follow them until forever, unless you do a reset, which it's always easier to start on the right foot than to try to backtrack.
Absolutely.
That being said, it is possible to backtrack if you, for some reason, get off on the wrong foot.
Oh,
however,
it's a little more difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
To navigate those waters.
It is easier to start off on the right foot, of course.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at Peter. Oh, Peter. Peter. It's right here. It's right here.
So that cat right there, you're seeing, we're talking about introducing slowly. Mr. Peter's environment was changed, and so now we're just making sure he has enough time and space to really acclimate himself, and he'll let us know when he wants to come out of the cage. We don't make him come out. The cats crawl up there and sniff, and he'll sniff, but we want it to be peaceful. There's like 30 cats sometimes in this room.
Exactly. Cats are, like I said earlier, very territorial. Mm-hmm. Even if your cat seems like a really chill, just go with the flow kind of cat, it's more than likely they can be territorial when a brand new animal comes into their environment. Absolutely. And vice versa. When you bring a new cat home, they're not really sure what to expect. They don't know where we're going. You're like, what are we doing? Where am I? You'll want to start your new cat off in a smaller area. Don't just start your new cat in the house and expect everything to go well. Because I will say sometimes it does.
Absolutely.
You never know.
It happens.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Don't chance it.
Don't chance it. It just you don't want to have to try to backtrack. It's better to just start off really slow. Give your new cat and your existing pets plenty of separate spaces to exist separately.
Mike.
Here's Mike being a cat. All right. Exist separately. So we usually suggest a bathroom for the new cat if possible, or a separate bedroom, some place where it won't completely disrupt your other animals, but also gives the new cat space to
breathe.
Yeah, breathe and get used to this huge change happening in their life. But keeping them separate, visually separate visually separate at first and completely physically separate will help your new cat environment that they find themselves in. Mm-hmm. You smell the new animal underneath the door. You can do blanket swapping. You can even do food bowl swapping. Mm-hmm. That way they associate the positive experience of eating with this new smell. Like, what is this? This is a new experience. I'm eating, so I'm having a good time. Right. But what is that new smell?
And with time, over time, not overnight, over time.
Yes.
It will help them get to that point of coexisting. And then just to add on to what she said, you can also switch out their bowls and beddings, toy, whatever they lay on.
Yeah.
But also you could take a rag, wipe down the cat, kind of pet them, and you can put it under their bowls as well, like a placemat.
Good idea.
So it's really intense as well.
Exactly.
But not right at first. You want to give them a couple of days, I feel like, to kind of breathe without stuffing another cat's scent in its nostrils.
It can take a couple weeks for you to get used to the home environment, and it could take shorter. It's really going to be dependent upon your current animals, your new animal, and how much time and dedication you're willing to give to this project. It's a project.
Bingo.
It's not a race.
Nope.
It's a slow and steady project. Once you've spent enough time, they're not reacting to smells anymore, and they're just sort of accepting this new smell of this other animal. You can try visually introducing them, which I didn't notice. I said visually, not physically. Don't give them the space to physically meet each other yet, unless you have some kind of barrier between them.
Give them screen door.
Exactly. Even a kennel, especially with dogs. I'm not super proficient in dog language and all of that. I can say that if you have your dog on a leash, it might help.
Bingo. Bingo. Or like you said, putting them in a carrier
Yep.
and putting them in a room where the other ones can come up to them.
Exactly.
They can see each other, but they cannot touch each other.
Exactly.
And just in case your dog freaks out, you have him on a leash. You can control him.
Exactly.
Because remember, animals, as much as we love them, they do not control what's going on. You have to be the alpha. Cats and dogs are definitely pack-like animals,
right.
if you will. So you are the head honcho. You let them know what's going on.
Exactly. So, yeah, I guess that's really at some point, a couple weeks into this, or sooner, if all is going well and you're able to read the physical signs, appropriately and all of that, you should be able to allow them physical interaction, which they'll sniff each other, they might hiss, they might growl. It's still
that's normal.
It's still a new a new person in their face. But they've already established, okay, wait, that smells familiar. Like I've smelled that smell before. It's not a completely new scent. It's not a completely new everything. It's familiar, and they're not really sure where to place it, but now they can visually and physically kind of see this embodiment of whatever that scent was.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just slow.
And they need to also establish each other's boundaries.
Exactly.
On top of that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they've smelt each other. That's good. They like each other's smell, but I don't know how you like your boundary. You don't like.
Exactly. Like Roscoe here. Roscoe has no boundaries, as you can see. He just forces his way. Like he just wants to be pet constantly. And my boundary is I'm done petting you. He doesn't really care. He's going to force. But there's some cats like Tamara here who does not really want me to pet her. I have to slowly approach her and see if she wants me to pet her.
Yeah.
Or while Roscoe is literally begging to
yeah, see?
Hey, she said yes.
See, bingo there. So when you want to go up to a cat that you've never met, you want to slowly put your hand out like this.
Yeah, give them time to get to know you. It's all about scent. It's all about just going with their flow.
Absolutely go with their flow.
Like a treat. And of course, positive reinforcement.
Interact with them and you give them a treat over time, not overnight, over time, consecutively doing this, and not just, oh, today I did it, tomorrow I did it, and then for a couple of days I didn't do it. That's not going to help anything. You want to do it continuously over time so it builds up.
Exactly.
Mike, that hurts. Oh, Mike.
We got lots of kitties in here.
We sure do.
They're all coming out of the woodwork to say hello.
They are. There was Quinn. I see you. This is Mike. Mike Jones.
Oh, I love Mike.
Oh, Mike. Look at him.
Good boy.
He is one of the sweetest cats we have.
Hi, Roscoe.
He loves to play. He loves other cats. He loves to be pet. He doesn't mind being picked up. And that's another thing, too. If a cat doesn't want to be picked up, don't pick him up. like Roscoe here, when I go to pick him up, he kind of tenses up.
No, thanks.
Don't force it.
Don't pick me up. Just pet me.
Because that's where you're gonna get the random swatting, the random biting. They don't like it. Don't do it. You got to read your pet's. What's the word I'm looking for? Read their signs.
Yep. Body language is everything.
Body language, absolutely. And if you're not familiar and all of this is like foreign language to you, I would definitely suggest go on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, look up some cat behavior videos or even cat behavioralists.
Yep.
They exist. Dog behavioralists, how do people train their dog? Dog trainers. There's cat trainers. That are specialized in behaviors and whatnot. But I would definitely do some of your research. Just look up all kinds of videos and whatnot, and it'll be a little more easier for you to spot these things.
Oh, definitely.
I started watching that show, My Cat from Hell.
Oh, yeah.
On the Animal Planet, I think it is, and he's literally a cat behavioralist that goes to people's houses and helps them with all kinds of problems.
Yep. There's so many different things that he covers.
Absolutely.
And most of the time it's the people.
Yeah.
I feel like as people, we want our cats to be people. We know they're intelligent creatures. We know that they're capable of understanding us on some level. We want them to be like us, but they're not. They're cats. They have their own worlds. They have their own languages, body languages, likes, dislikes, all of that. And if we're going to coexist with them, we need to be able to respect that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
100%. What do you think, Roscoe?
He's like, just pet me.
Right. Good.
Mike is curled up in my lap right now.
He is. And
he's so warm.
I think he wants you to not move ever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And Roscoe's just all over him. Hi, Mike.
Yeah, and I think it's also sometimes it's hard for humans to accept that they're doing something wrong. Oh, it's the cat. It's the cat. Oh, it's the cat's fault. Yeah. Maybe
sometimes, maybe not.
But most times I feel like something, if we are not doing something or we are doing that you don't necessarily like or you're concerned. Like one thing, scratching. Well, there's a lot of reasons why cats scratch. When they're scratching, they're stretching, they're releasing their endorphins and their stress reliever. It relieves the stress that they have built up, especially if they're indoor cats. They can't go outside, chase something, crawl up a tree, stalk things that its natural instincts are. So indoor cats need a little more stimulation. So having plenty of things for them to scratch on all over the house, and even in places where you don't want them to go scratch, put a post there or something they can.
Lord, he's like, let's end the live. Get me feet.
But like declawing a cat, that is so completely absurd and unnecessary. That's their defense mechanism. If something came into the house, not defend themselves, they can't crawl up a tree because they don't have nails to do so, or to even swat away another cat or a dog or whatever, a guinea pig. I don't know. Wherever you live, there might be
a rabbit.
Yes, or a javelina. Here in Texas, we have javelinas, hawks. Whatever. But declawing a cat, definitely. If you're thinking about that, please don't do that. Please do your research. And then if it's still something you can't tolerate, I would suggest rehoming your cat. Things that they're going to scratch are replaceable, but cats getting declawed, that is not replaceable. And it's very painful for them, and it results in sometimes aggressive behavior, irritability, peeing outside of the kitty box because it hurts to scoop get more things they can scratch on. That's just definitely my take, but please do your
declawing is cruel. You're right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Always do your research, even on stuff that we tell you. Like if we say, hey, give your cat some time and space to get used to other cats, make sure you look that up too. Like you want to always double check everything.
Yeah.
Like we know a lot about cats. We spend a lot of time with cats. We're not experts. Nope. We're not, we just.
Although I would like to go to school to become a cat behavioralist.
That'd be great.
Help out our job a lot more. But you can also on the internet, ask. Hey, you don't have the internet? That's fine. Ask a friend.
Ask a vet.
Ask a vet. Didn't think of that. Okay. Ask a vet. Go to library.
You know what I heard? I don't know if this is 100% true because it's the internet. I heard Chewy now has a chat function. You can chat with the vet. So if you ever use Chewy.com, maybe check that out because it sounds like it, could be pretty useful.
That could be too. I'm sure there's probably other maybe vet hospitals that might even have something like that. I mean, in the day and age of Corona, people are doing a lot of stuff via chat. Yeah, virtual.
Exactly.
But there's a will, there's a way. You don't have a computer, the internet. Maybe you know somebody, or you call somebody, call a vet, go to the library. Make an effort to know some things before you go hacking up the cat. Please.
All right, guys, that about concludes our live for today. Thank you for joining us, Tim. It was nice to see you.
Yes, nice to see you.
Thank you for joining us. It's nice to see someone come and interact with us.
Yes.
It's fun.
It's very fun.
If you are watching from Patreon, thank you so much for being a supporter. Thank you for being one of our patrons. Your support means everything to us. We can't do this without your help. I know we say that a lot, but we 100% mean it.
I'm all in the way of Tamara.
Oh, look at her.
Oh, no, that's
Roscoe. Roscoe again. He's
sorry.
surprised.
Tamara is up there.
We'll do a quick look around the room and then we'll say goodbye.
Aww.
Here's Mr. Polly. He's sitting here for the chat. He wanted to know more. Here's Miss Cecily. She's here sunbathing. You can't see her because she's so beautiful. She just radiates white.
You know where you can see her, though?
Oh, yes. We have the Super Bowl coming up this weekend, which means the Kitten Bowl.
Which means Cecily is going to be in the Kitten Bowl on the Hallmark Channel.
That's right. 1 p.m. Central on the Hallmark Channel is the Kitten Bowl, guys. If you want to see our princess there, make sure you tune in and check her out. We're pretty excited about that.
I'm super stoked.
Be prepared for this entire week to be about the Kitten Bowl.
Yeah.
Here's Miss Curly Q.
Hi, sweetie.
We are Katie and Steven here at the Cattery. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you guys next. Oh, one more thing. Tune in tonight, 7 p.m. We're going to be here for the Cattery After Dark.
Bingo.
Yep. TikTok if you're on TikTok, or Facebook supporters. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye now. My foot is